All right, guys, I'm going to take a look at the MMI Turret production model because I've already done a video on this watch, this brand, and this model, but it was a prototype. So now I have the production ones. They were able to get me a couple of them. So I have the red and I have the white dial. I figured I'd just share them with you real quick before we move on. They're sold out. I'll put a link in the website or down in the description to their website, but they are sold out. I don't know if they're going to do another run. Hopefully they look at this particular model and make like maybe some subtle changes or something and just do like a second gen, or even if they don't do any changes and just do a second run or however many runs, because I think it's a really good overall clean design. There are maybe some areas that I would change, but it's fine the way it is. I think it's a really cool package. So what we're looking at here is a 40 millimeter watch case, 46.8 lug to lug. It's 13.75 millimeter thick, 22 millimeter lug width. Bracelet has a slight taper down to 20 millimeter. Almost looks like H-links, but they are, but they aren't sort of thing. I'll show you that in a minute. And then a nice 7 millimeter screw down crown, 300 meter water resist. You can see that's going to be loomed as well. You have 120 click bezel here. Very nice clean action on these. It's a thinner bezel, so the watch looks larger than it really is, and that's because you have more real estate for the dial because the bezel's just thin. And then it has that metal ring on the inside, which I've discovered that I actually kind of like that on a lot of watches. Not all watches, but I do like that on a lot of watches. Should have a loomed bezel insert. The bezel insert looks to be ceramic, but it's not. It's actually ion plated steel. So it is not ceramic, but the way they coated it, it really does look like ceramic. And then of course you have that beautiful sapphire crystal with AR coating on the underside. That crystal is actually 3 millimeter thick, so it's going to be pretty robust. Don't think you're going to damage these crystals. I didn't do the conversion on the price. I'll put the price down below. It was because it was in like Singapore dollars, so like 520, whatever the conversion rate on that is. But like I said, it doesn't really matter because they're sold out anyway. The one thing, I will say this, on the red dial one, you can see you have the cutouts. Not really a sandwich dial, but they have the cutouts for the date ring using that Seiko NH35 movement. Instead of doing a date wheel exposing the date, they did these cutouts, and then the date wheel will spin around and you'll see it in the, well, the minute hand's in the way. Let me unscrew the crown and move it out of the way. Nice pop to the crown too. Just everything about this watch is actually, that was me, sorry, is actually pretty solid. So, but with the red dial, I think they probably should have used a different color disc. It's actually on the 9 there, and all you can do is you can see it's not hollow, but it's difficult to read. Whereas, like if you look at the white dial one, it's very easy to read that it's on the 25. You need that contrast in there. So I don't know if they could have picked a different color. I don't know what, maybe yellow or just white or something. I don't know on the red dial. So I would have changed that. But other than that, I mean, I probably wouldn't have bought the red dial anyway. If you like red dial watches, then go for it. I mean, heck, I have 2 of them sitting here, but I don't wear either one. I like the white dial one the most. And again, if you, because like I said, it's just a Seiko NH35, so as you come around and you have your date change, you can see that inner disc jump from the 25 over to the 26. I think that's just a neat way to display the date. I like it. Back it up, there we go. Screw that in. And then if we look at the case back here, it also is, I think, laser engraved, has their logo, some information. They were a limited run, but I mean, all micro brands are a limited run. It's actually kind of cool that they number them. You don't need to say they're limited edition. I was just having this conversation with somebody in one of my comment sections or something. You know, don't call them small batch instead of limited edition. Well, how about they're just numbered? They're just numbered. Yeah, micro brand inherently, the true nature of micro brand is small batch. That's the way it works. Whether you're going to a microbrand brewery or any other facility that is considered a microbrand in any industry, typically is small batch. That's the way it works. All right, let me pop this on my 7 1/4 inch wrist so you can see what it looks like. And then we'll do the Loom Shot. The Loom on this is awesome. A lot of microbrands will use some like it'll be Super Luminova, but it'll be like C3X1 or C1X1, like they using all these letters and numbers. But really what happens is you have some very potent loom. So nice fitting, nice feeling, very comfortable. Before I do the loom, I wanted to show you the bracelet a little bit. It makes a little noise and stuff, and it has 5 micro adjust, double pusher, stamped outer clasp, and then milled center folder there. But really robust. This is the first time I've handled a screw link here that is, the barrel of it is that robust. I mean, the thread is smaller, but the size of the pin is just crazy. And then you basically have H-links, but when you, well, I guess they're not basically H-links, they are H-links. I don't know why I was thinking it was something different. I think it's just the way it appears, because it's like got like a separation line there, so it's not like it's like an interrupted H. But yeah, so you have to be thankful that they did the longer 5 micro adjust on the clasp, because with H-link bracelets, you got to think about when you're removing one link, it's, you know, you're removing from here to all the way up to there. It's, you know, quite the spread. It's not just that piece. You have to take the center link with it. Anyway, let's kill the lights and check the loom on this. Micro brands are not even fair, guys. The loom on them is so good. And then of course you have that white, the crisp white dial on the white dial one is actually loomed with BGW9, it looks like, and that's why it's so white. And then of course you have probably the most potent loomed filled crown I've handled. And I've handled a lot of micro brands, and a lot of them will loom the crowns, but this is the most loom I've seen in a crown. So MMI gets 2 thumbs up for well, heavy executed watch builds and just spectacular loom. Check them out. They have other models. They're going to be releasing more. I'll hopefully continue to work with them and show them. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next vid.